pleasure to have with us Ralph. Ralph is one of the team member of the Haitian swimming team. He had the chance to represent Haiti in so many competition. So it's a real pleasure to have with us Ralph. So where he's gonna tell us a little bit about all the competition and what makes you make that decision to represent Haiti. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Yes, thank you for interviewing me. So my sister really started the dream when she went to the Olympics, and she inspired all of us to follow in her steps. So we decided to support Haiti, get out there, put our flag around our back, and represent it at international competitions. And so I started, I think about a year and a half ago, I started swimming at my first meet in Paraguay. And since then I've been to probably 4 or 5 international competitions, and I love representing Haiti because as the team gets bigger and as we get more members, people are starting to see that Haiti is more than the country. We have good swimmers, we have good athletes, we have a strong federation. So when we go to swim meets, people are starting to recognize Haiti, and now people are starting to respect Haiti in the sport in swimming. So we all represent to our best, and at each swim meet we get to meet new teams, meet new people, and support Haiti even more. So every time you see a fundraiser, support Haiti, because the Federation loves to send us out, but we need all the support we can get to get more word out about Haiti swimming. And yeah, the team's growing, and I love representing Haiti because people get to see that Haiti has good athletes.
Okay, Ralph, you're 17. You have a chance to represent Haiti internationally. Could you give us a brief history? Where have you been, and what kind of competition have you been? Swimming?
Yeah, so I started my international swimming, journey when I was about 16, maybe 15. I went to Paraguay. I had my first meet there. I did good. Then I went to Puerto Rico. I've gone to Florida for a swim meet, Budapest, and my other teammates have even gone to Greece. So with Haitian swimming, I've been able to travel the world and experience different cultures, different athletes and swimmers. And also, as I train for more international meets, I'm also training to go to college for swimming, because at the same time, while there's opportunities for international swimming and traveling the world and representing your country, there's also opportunities to go to school for swimming and get a scholarship and be a student athlete. And there's plenty of opportunities if you just stay in the water and keep training, stay consistent, for you to go to school all over the world. Schools everywhere are looking for swimmers. Schools in the United States, schools in Europe, schools in the Pacific, everywhere they're looking for swimmers. And as swimming grows, there's more opportunities that can come around it. So if you are a swimmer, or even if you want to be a swimmer, all you need to do is go to a pool, put some work in consistently every day for 1 or 2 hours, and if you get to the skill, you can get to the skill. If you just put your mind to it and work up to that skill, you can travel the world, be an international swimmer, go to school for swimming, and even job opportunities, being a lifeguard. There's plenty of things, and my swim journey has only just begun, because I'm about to apply to be a student athlete at a certain college. Once I choose, I'm gonna be a student athlete. So my swim journey internationally has just begun, and there's so much more to come in college and internationally swimming.
Okay, so what's next for you? Where do we go from here? What's next?
So there's definitely some Caribbean games that I'm planning on going to. The next Carifta, the next TC Can. So there's plenty of opportunities, and I'm still training to be recruited. I'm currently being recruited to go to college. I have some college choices that I want to go to. So the sky's the limit. I'm just putting as much work in as I can to continue so that I can go to college for swimming, as well as continue to train internationally and hopefully see if I can go to 2024 Paris Olympics.
Okay. We know you're living here in the States, but what made you make that decision to represent Haiti instead of represent United States?
I decided to represent Haiti instead of the U.S. because I guess identify as a Haitian stronger than I do as an American, and representing Haiti for me is more than just swimming under a flag. For me, swimming for Haiti is supporting the country and the kids at home who are trying to learn how to swim and get into the sport, to inspire them to swim more and get to the level where they can come out and start doing international meets, and they get to travel the world and hopefully swim with me. So me, my brother, and all my teammates, we swim more than just swimming up and down the pool. We swim to represent Haiti, get the flag, get people to recognize Haiti and Haitian swimmers, and to inspire the people back home and all the people trying to swim and get better at swimming.
Was it your decision, or was it your parents who encouraged you to make that decision?
Well, it was definitely my parents and my sister who brought the idea to my attention and made me realize that Haiti swimming is a possibility outside of USA swimming, which I normally do. And once they told me what Haiti swimming is and the opportunities I would be able to have and what I would be able to do and what the mission was, I was all for it. And since they brought that idea to my attention, it's been my decision 100% to continue Haitian swimming, to train for the next international meet, and represent Haiti every time I go out to a swim meet.
Okay, that's something that runs in the family, because your sister can swim. Your little sister or your older sister?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest. So your older sister swim, the second one swim, and now you swim. So it runs in the family. Does your parents swim? Where does come from?
Yeah, so unfortunately my mom had 3 cousins who drowned due to not being able to swim. Okay. So she didn't want her kids to not be able to swim and have that fear of us potentially drowning. So she put us into the sport, and when my siblings started to get good at it, they're like, maybe we can put my other kids in swimming and see how they do. And we all had a little skill in swimming, and so it took off from there. We started swimming at a young age, went to competitions, we did good, dropped time, and we just stayed in the sport, stayed consistent, kept training, kept practicing, and we got to the level where we can take it internationally, where my sister could accomplish her dream of going to the Olympics, and all of us we have that skill in swimming where we can take it to international levels. So I guess it does run in the family.
Okay. So we are so proud of you. For the kids who are watching us, you see this kid, he lives here in Atlanta. We are so proud to have their whole family lives in Atlanta and represent Haiti. Not only that, so it's also an example for those of you, the young kids who are growing here in the States. You can go and represent Haiti, you can represent your own country. So I would like to have a big shout out to the family who support you. And don't forget to support them, because his sister is one of the swimmers. He represents Haiti. The older sisters is doing the same thing. Now he's doing it. And they need all your support. Like he said earlier, whenever you hear there is, they send out some kind of announcement, they need help, don't forget to support the Haitian swimming team.
And last word is keep training, keep trying your hardest, because last swim meet I was at, I was able to actually swim with a Haitian who trains in Haiti. And so he does it all from Haiti, and he was able to come out to Budapest and swim with me at Worlds. So anything is possible as long as you do the work, put the time in, and keep that dream alive. You can do it all.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And we're proud of you, and good luck.
Thank you.